Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning for everyone. Thanks to the organizer. Is it my voice clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I extend my deepest appreciation to the committee, to the organizer for giving me a chance to speak about 10 minutes about my research. Yeah, thank you very much for giving me a chance to say something about the topic today. I will take exactly 10 minutes and I won't go beyond the 10 minutes given allotted to me. My title is Prioritizing Climate Change Contributing Factors via VIKOR method under Q-Rung Orthopair Fuzzy Environment. This is an application paper. Not so much on the theoretical part, not so much on the novelty of the method, just an application of the one of the decision making factor. We call it method. We call it VIKOR under the Orthopair Fuzzy set environment. Yeah. So briefly, I introduce myself. Uh, I'm Lazim Abdullah from University Malaysia Terengganu from Malaysia. It's one of the public university in Malaysia. And of course, I'm a government servant. This is a part of my university. And the title or the talk of my talk is actually based on this 5 keyword: decision making, climate change, Q-Rung Orthopair, and VIKOR methods. Okay, I'll show you my abstract. Actually, my abstract tells everything about my presentation. This is, as I said just now, this is an application paper where I want to check the factors that normally we climate change or is a very close to our heart, where everybody now talk about the changing of the temperature from the Arctic to the Antarctic and so on. So we believe that the temperature change due to the predominantly because caused by human activities. So scientists listed several factors such as carbon dioxide concentration, changes in Earth orbit, ocean currents, greenhouse gas emission, and variation of solar energy reflection or absorption among the factors that may contribute to the climate change. Yeah? So based on the opinion from expert in this climate change study, we interviewed them, and then from their input, we from their from this interview, from that interview, we consider their evaluation as our input data to our VIKOR method, where we base on the linguistic variable. Detail will be explained in the following slide. So I used what we call it, I name it as a hybrid method, combining Q-Rung Orthopair fuzzy set with VIKOR method. So the purpose is, as I said just now, to identify and identify. I mentioned just now there are several factors, numerous factors, and I try to rank the key contributing factors to climate change. And of course, we depend on expert evaluation and also VIKOR decision making analysis. Yeah? And this is the step in the expert evaluation, so I don't need to go in detail for this. This the definition of Q-Rung Orthopair. What it was coined by one of the I can remember from America. And then the VIKOR, of course, this is the decision making method, where it comes to various stages or various steps. We just follow the calculation, and then we integrate from the VIKOR with the Q-Rung Orthopair, but it's set with the numbers, and then finally we collect opinions from expert, and then we convert into QROF values, and then we aggregate, and finally we can achieve our objective, meaning that we want to identify which factor is more influenced than the others. And this is the result actually. Values of group, we have three indicators, three measures. One is RD, PQ, and QD. These three indicators give different versions of ranking, where we can see that this is R1, R up to R5 is actually the factors, and then this is RD. D is supposed to be R here and RD here, and then PD and QD. So we have three different column here to indicate that we finally can get the ranking for each factor based on different indicators. So we have R. From the RD or utility group, we can have R1 more important than R2, and finally R2, where we can see this the ranking, the way we write ranking. And then similarly from PD indicators, we also can have something like this sort of ranking. And then from QD, we also have different type of ranking. You can see that there are some contradiction between RD, QD, and PD, where the first one is R1 here. The first one is R1, and the third one, the QD one, is R2. So we can see that there are no compromise solutions. So we base on the compromise solution, and then from the compromise solution, we can get the ranking here, and the conclusion is something like the most important one is the most contributing factors to the climate change is R1. R1 is the first one. I can show the detail of the contributing factors in this slide, but in my full paper, we can get all the list here. And R2, the indicator of PD also give R2, and then the QD give R1 and R2. And then we can see that this the different way that we calculate, we can get the different value of a rank, where we can see that this from R, the blue one, you can see this sort of graph. And of course, when we go to the P, and you give a different versions of result, and similarly with N, Q also give a different version of ranking. Probably that's the beauty of the VIKOR, where we can see simultaneously the full result. But of course, lastly, we will have a compromise solution, where we can see that R2 and R1 and R2 are the most important or the most influence factors, the most contributing factors towards the climate change. So we can see that this my conclusion slide. I have shown to you that by integrating Q-Rung Orthopair fuzzy set with VIKOR method, and then we based on the opinion from expert, and then we use the method of VIKOR plus with Q-Rung Orthopair, and then finally we can get the result. The result, we can say that the R2 and R1 and R2 are the most influential, or the most the two contributing factors to the climate change. I think that's the conclude my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm happy to entertain any question. If you have any question, thank you very much.
So thank you so much for your time management. Thank you very much. And we would be really grateful if there are any questions. Okay. We have this 5 minutes of Q&A session, and we'll be really happy to hear questions. Thanks. And Ms. Parthaban, since you're not the presenter right now, you can, if you want to, you can actually deactivate your camera if you want to. If not, it's all yours. So, Dr. Michael, if you have any questions. Yeah, we have typed questions too. You can check the chat box, and then you can answer the questions if you want to.
Yeah. Let me check. Okay. The question is, I'm trying to read here. You have explored the use of consensus process, yes. A multi expert, yes. And then, Actually, as I said just now, it is a multi-criteria decision making where the data that we collected 100% based on the expert. So VIKOR is a consensus method, consensus in decision making, where we believe that this expert, actually expert is a group of professors from the climate change studies in this area, where we define certain linguistic variable, and then from their opinion, we their opinion serve as input data to the VIKOR method. And then in your question, is it true that we depend on expert? We depend on expert, and and VIKOR is a consensus method to find consensus. I mean that every expert have to agree that this is the final answer that produced by the VIKOR method. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.